Welcome to Going Insane with Temper Shemaine. That's me. How y'all doing? You swimming? Okay, so yeah, took yesterday off, obviously, and there's a reason for that. By the way, if you're new, welcome. I go over some of the energies that I've been experiencing before I start the oracle reading, so just hang in there and I'll get to that, and we'll see if usually what I share ties into the oracle read itself. So it's been confirmed to me, shown and confirmed twice, if not thrice, and then with my own experience as of yesterday. So I slept in yesterday and just had this like kind of an oppressive energy, and I was just out of my spot, where I like it. Woo! and so just worked on the website, on the channel for y'all will notice there's new thumbnails, and I went through and I put tags on the videos, and anyway, I just couldn't shake the oppressive kind of heavy feeling, and I watched a reading of water signs because I'm a Cancer rising, so it's pertinent to me. Plus, I have people who are water signs, and so I watched them. And this gal, she's been part of my journey for over 3 years. So yeah, really like her. She's a Pisces, actually. Anyway, so we got to Cancer, and she's like, "Oh, I've been trying not to say this, but I think this is why all the water sign readings, because it was one for Scorpio, one for Pisces, and then Cancer." And she goes, "I've been not saying this, but I think that for all three of y'all, the reason you're so similar is somebody or some people or some entities are throwing dark energy, basically trying to oppress, affect, depress, manipulate y'all," basically. And I didn't see any readings for any other signs, so I can't speak to that. But then the Sisterhood of the Rose reading came, and of course I participate in those. And she's actually under Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh, if y'all want to check her out. And yeah, apparently spiritual warfare is not over. I was so hoping it was over, but it's not. So be on guard, please. Make sure your thoughts are on positive things. Be aware that if it doesn't feel like your energy, then it's probably not from you, and you need to protect yourself. You need to ground. Letters to Heaven. I actually couldn't sleep last night. They woke me up around 2:30. Well, actually 12:30. And 12:30 to 2:30ish, 3:30ish is prime time for moon magic and blood magic, whatever magic, especially when it's dark, because they need the energy. And the full moon, especially this one, they figure they can tap into, and they're on their last legs and last ditch efforts to squash the light so that they can have it their way, is afoot. Okay? So the best thing to do is to go back through, do your check on your environment, forgiveness. Um, yeah, ask Gang for help. Call them in. Letters to heaven, a burnt offering prayer for protection, and you can return to sender any without any. I mean, you can return to sender all energies being sent towards you, whether it's love or not love. And there's no karma in that, because people are just getting what they're sending. So I make that a practice. And I usually do it times 10. Send back, return to sender times 10, all energies being sent towards me. Thank you. So at 2:30 or so, I woke up and I could, so I know I was getting a download. And I rebuked all dark, all darkness, and I welcomed all portals to the light. I welcomed all possibility of ascension and elevation of my energy. And then the buzzing went really loud. Okay, it was really intense. So be on guard. People may be acting super weird. Oh, another thing. Thank you, gang. The darkness is trying to imitate the light because they figured out that they've been figured out. So they're going to be love and light and and people may be acting really weird this way because you're like, you're not that person. What are you doing? So they're going to be, it's going to be obvious if you're aware. And if you take steps to protect yourself, then, well, that's you standing in your power and standing up for yourself. And that helps you to then step into your power and apply your self-love boundaries, because entities, people, souls, energy, they cannot cross your boundaries unless you have a foothold for it to get in. And it can't stay unless you fall to that level. Okay, that being said, okay, so I've emptied this computer. I don't know why it's acting up. Here's praying that everything will be fine with this video uploading. So we're going to start the video now. Forewarned is forearmed. And hindsight's 2020. So you can look back and go, oh my gosh, that's what it was. Oh, by the way, this is also going on not only in personal lives, but in a global stance as well. It's happening. Let's see. Let's just put it, the white hats versus the black hats. The black hats are going to make a power move, and they're going to try to put on a "but we're so innocent" mask. And so just Get some popcorn. Don't take everything so in the news literally, except for whatever, whatever you feel is the truth is probably the truth. Anything that is just like, you're like, WTAF. Well, what the actual F is going on? Then you know something is going on. Okay, we can start the reading now. Okay, we'll skip those today since okay, we're good? Okay, gang. This is your message, not my message. Good morning, Lights. Good morning, Tracy. That didn't shuffle so good. So I'd love to hear how everybody's doing through this energetic pummeling. Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Bottom of the deck. Had some really weird things happen yesterday. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It was strange. And my crystal fell off, broke off its stand. Money got... It was like, what? Just whatever. Come back. It was pretty messed up. Creator fire. Yes. I mean, if we don't talk about this, the opposing forces, does that make them not there? No. Does not thinking about it make it go away? No. No. Exposed and revealed. That's the way to do it, right? Yes. Just be aware. Be hyper aware. It's going to be, they're going to, I mean, you're not going to just stop. They're going to have to be stopped. But part of our journey is to be the wall that stops them. Because if they're trying to affect our light, then it's our job to stand up against that darkness. And remember, the bigger your light, the more imposing the threat you are to the darkness, the more you're going to be attacked. That's how I know I'm a very highly powerful being of light, and I'm also a highly protected being of light. Because I'm highly attacked. I always have been. But, yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, angels, add to this message, please. Come on, rock stars. This is you. Those. Any others? No. Okay. Bottom of the deck here is be the solution. Huh? Solutions. I mean, if we're not able and capable and aware of what's opposing us in our own lives by this point, then we need to go back to boot camp. I mean, think about it. It's like I told this kid once. He's at my house. He's from the church. We were having a meeting at my house. And he's like, that dude has demons crawling all over him. And you're going to just let him stay? I'm like, dude, that's what we're training for. If we can't handle a demon or two, what are we doing? I mean, why are we calling in holy fire if demons are everywhere? You know, it's like, what am I just going to get scared? I don't think so. Okay, filter card, huh? Dream thief, refusal of the call. Beautiful card, is it not? Oh my, my. I'm not scared of a demon. That's my job. You know, people who are afraid of demons are the ones that pretend they're not there. Or the ones too afraid to look and understand that the demon that you need to defeat is within you, because they can't come if you're all shiny and sparkly because you've done your inner work. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Dream thief. Rejection of the path of fulfillment. Refusal of the call. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't ever evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to tell and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted sea of your potential. Yes, yes. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, okay? 29, it's 11. Horn Cactus, resourcefulness. I shuffled and shuffled. You guys saw me. There's no way. Okay, anyway. It shocks me. I'm sure it's a pertinent message, however, because they're really good at this. Horn Cactus, blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough for your idea, or your ideas have dried up, so you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horn cactus thrives in the barren desert scape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. Yes, yes. Claim that. It's a reminder of the courage and the inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mythical place filled with mysterious creatures, beautifully adapted to their environments. The horn cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. Yes, yes, I claim that. But first you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Tested here. There's nothing coming at us that we can't handle. And by now, we should be highly aware of what's coming at us, why, what's their intention and motivation, and how to stand in our power and push back. Don't get involved with your own dark magic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then you'll just have to pay the karma for that. This is where you stand in your power within the light and the love, unconditional love of self and of others, and unconditional forgiveness of self and for others. Test, test. It's an open book test. Looks like it's going to go on a little bit longer than just May. Because now we have to put into clinical, into a clinical stance where last month was theory, this month is clinical. We got this. It's still an open book test, Greener pastures. But first you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude. And you're tested here, as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. Try and get y'all to see this card. There we go. Beloved, radical acceptance. Beloved, the object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. It's not my message. It's their message, okay? Never doubt that. Body and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. Know that this card comes Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The good, the bad, the ugly. Tracy, TJ, Tracy J, Temperance. Woo! Radical acceptance. Unconditional love of self. Unconditional forgiveness of self. If we can't do it there first, then we don't have a chance of doing it outside of ourselves. There's no chance because we don't know what it means. It's very important to get this portion because this is where everything, because that's where you hit bliss anyway. 0.0 point of joy is bliss, baby. Zen. Okay. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention, love it and let it light you up and give it all your surrender. Oh, give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss. They're so good at this. Even when it feels that you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved, do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you. We're going to do that one again. Let's let that sink in, right? Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you. For they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. They are so good at this. Just talking about that, were we not? Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Self-sabotage. You should be aware of what you do by now. And if not, just start at the beginning of my videos. The messages are there on how to climb out of this rut, this round and round and round, the same flipping mountain. Our journey that we're digging for ourselves because we don't want to do the inner work. And it's very laid out in this sequence of videos how to help yourself out of that rut. It works. And it's channeled from on high as a sequence, as exercises, as awarenesses of self and of the world, so that we can not stay in the undivine matrix and co-create with the divine matrix and source, the creator of all things, the Most High God, Mother, Father, God, our new earth, our new existence. That's where we're headed. But we need the way showers to show up, well versed in their skill set, and able to recognize when they're being challenged in their power and how to stay standing within it. And just eels, that's you guys. Be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift proffered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart. You'll be so glad you did. Yes, yes. Amen. Thank you, rock stars. OCG, Original Cosmic Gangstas. What? In the house. In the house. Oh, that reminds me. So I turned on Pandora just to see what would come on. And I don't think I ever really noticed how nasty this song is, but it's tied to a particular time in my life. And I just love the beat, you know. I mean, can't go wrong with Kid Rock, right? It was Cowboy. I'm like, oh my gosh, this song is so raunchy. But I just like the the hook, right? Okay, external validation. Therein lies some danger, does it not? Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. I hope this tracks. I can, if When I'm in the energy, my mouth starts going, wow. It's like I'm chewing on gum or something, like a cud. I'm not a cow or a camel. Okay. External validation, essential meaning: finding your own vibe and your own beat, effortlessly attracting others because of your warm energy, tuning out tuning out the noise of external validation and listening to your own heart, opening yourself up to the external validation and accepting compliments. Yes, yes. Self-care message: paying too much attention to naysayers, listening to opinion as if it's fact, worrying about what others might think, the addictive nature of needing praise, an addiction to social media. Mm-mm-mm. On one hand, external validation can build you up and give you the encouragement and support to continue. Positive external validation whispers, "We love it. Continue. We want more." It can be wonderfully supportive and reassuring and offer glimpses into what's possible for the future. In this way, external validation can be a driving force for your own success. Yet on the other hand, it can be terribly addictive to become far too important if you give it too much power. It's important to learn how to tune it out in order to tune into your own vibe and creative north. This is especially true when others don't understand your vision or when you are doing something totally new. The absence of external validation can be creativity killer. If you find yourself unable to move ahead without it, the absence of external validation can be a creativity killer if you find yourself unable to move ahead without it. It's time to know thyself and to rely on your own acumen and intuition. Intuition's a muscle. As you decide something's value, accept the positive when it's there, and in its absence, be your own cheerleader. Yes, yes. I'm guilty of that. Someone had to, since I was the only one around. Me, myself, and I cheered me on. Yes, yes. We can be pretty noisy. We can raise the roof, right? Yes, yes. Cheerleader. Allow your own potential to inspire you and tune out the noise of external validation whenever it's not gifting you joy. 0.0 point of joy is bliss, baby. Throw a headset on, light a candle in your heart, groove to your favorite drumbeat, and relax. Your unique gift for seeing the world in your unique way will guide you. When do you rely on somebody else's opinion, and whose perspective is most important when there is a difference of opinion? How can you use external validation as a way to market test or perception check without relying on it for inspiration? How can you learn to be your own compass? When is your optimal time to seek a second opinion? In your current situation, you must have the only voice that matters. In your current situation, you must have the only voice that matters. What does your heart say? It's all about the heart. Moving on. Creator, Earth. Creator Earth. Earth energy is grounded and rooted. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I have a grounding and why it's important video at the beginning of my list. Actually, it's in the playlist. I do the playlist in order, so you don't have to go all the way back in the videos feed. Of course, you can go either way, but it's there. I do have a playlist, and I need to update it, but most of them are there. Earth energy is grounded and rooted, and it is connected to our safety and our stability. It is the realm of our finances and generosity, and it is the realm of family and connections. It is the material essence of the world. Comfort and nourishment are this element's gifts. How safe do you feel in your material world? What could you do to feel more nourished by it? Do you have the possessions you need to survive? Does your safety net include a network of people whom you love? How grounded are you in the day-to-day? Earth energy gives us the security of peaceful surroundings, the vitality and the strength found in a nutritious meal, and the cheerful laughter found in community. Are you tapping into all of its power? Element of Earth deep dive. Try earthing. Go outside on the grass, barefoot, and ground yourself to the earth. This works just like grounding a wire would. This works just like grounding a wire would work. When your skin touches the earth, you will be grounded. If you hooked yourself up to an electronic device to test yourself, it would agree. This physical grounding to earth can dissipate energetic blocks. It can calm the emotion and the nervous system. It can bring balance. Go earthing and call on the element of earth to bring you a stronger foundation of safety, wealth, nourishment, and happiness. Gaia. Find yourself in nature. Spend time doing meditative walk in nature. Forest bathing is a thing. Right in the dirt. Get your hands into the earth. Grab a mud mask and start slathering it all over your body, and then write your wishes in the mud. Or grab a mud mask. You can even write your intentions down in the intentions down and bury them beneath the growing plant. Enjoy the feeling of the earth in your hands as you play, and ask the elements to gift you a message or to vibrate the healing energies of the earth into your body and into your life. Getting closer to the mud will help you bring earth energy to life for you. Hug a tree. That's a real thing too. Go swing and touch the sky. You are beyond ordinary. Sorry, the light's not better. I just got a sneak peek on the next card because I picked it up by accident. It was in the Sisterhood of the Rose reading yesterday too. I was like, I know that card. I like that card. And there it is. Sink, sink. They're so good at this. Beyond the ordinary, key concepts, the mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. Boy, they're showing that's truth, right? Wow. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. That's a hard wave to ride sometimes. But ride it we must. Just enjoy the ride, okay? That's all we can do. Just enjoy the ride, okay? I'm trying. Beyond our ordinary worlds, beyond our ordinary worlds defined by our memory, our intellect, and our five senses, is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. The divine matrix. The 5D. I just got. Can you feel it? This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality, called by some the great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, but rather has its own way of working that is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not yet in place. Things may still be in flux, so you cannot know and may never so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is present, unknowable, and as yet unmade. We are creating it. That's why it's so important to keep our minds on positive things and to stand our ground against the darkness, because we're manifesting what we're focusing on. Just remember that. We're very powerful co-creators of this universe, this realm, and Gaia's ascension into New Earth and what that's going to look like. I mean, so the more fantastical you can get, the more fantastical it will be. I mean, that's another video. Okay. What is waiting for you lies behind the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and its manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. That's why we do these oracles, so we can see what the energies are now, in this now, and they can. That's why they're also timeless, because they will deliver this message to whoever needs it at whatever point they need it. Because energy, and when we're all energy, so that's why some people will be drawn to a certain channel, or some people just go nuts and just tap in all day. I've been guilty of that. And for a while, it worked well. But I also learned my discernment. I mean, I've been doing this for over 3.5 years, so yeah. Now I'm on this side. Sacred Reverence. This is the card. Isn't that beautiful? And 11. Sacred Reverence. Key concepts. Awe for the truth that spirit is everywhere. Inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence. Joyful living. Exploring possibilities with curiosity. Spiritual passion. Manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. Looking at the world, do you see looking at the world, do you see all of life or only a limited part? When you look at a blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you see just an animal? While this categorizing is one way of viewing the world, it is only a fraction of the truth. It isn't enough. Look closer, and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirit, then you see the whole of Gaia. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing respect and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. Whatever your dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrated challenges, would you still ask your question from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you? Embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic, and you are tapping into this unity right now. No matter who or what is in front of you, see that person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy. Then you will know what to do for the highest good of all. Close encounters. It's a 10. Close encounters. Key concepts. Vulnerability as a strength. Letting others see your words as well as your strengths. Oh, beg your pardon. Letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths. Setting healthy boundaries. This is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social masks or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You're part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. At a deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. At a social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life that is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for equality, love, friendship, and laughter. We aren't meant to be alone, yet sometimes we are wounded and we build walls around ourselves so we don't get hurt again. It's time to be honest about yours and step out from behind that barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice. Even in your work life, this mode of connection allows you to be truly present. When you live in this way, everything and everyone thrives. You have no need to defend yourself when you're being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, your close encounters will not fail you. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. That's not my message. In perfect harmony. $11. Again, my goodness. Wow. That was a tearjerker. Wow. Sorry about the noise. I have my window open and I'm not going to close it because, well, we're almost done, but also because it would make the video mess up. So Key concepts. In perfect harmony. Key concepts. Togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to relationship, collaboration with others, interdependence. You're entering a time of healthy, harmonious partnerships. Collaboration is key here, and you're invited to explore the potential inherent in making a commitment to another person, a group, or even yourself. Know that you're bringing different gifts to the table, and you don't have to be in exact lockstep with everyone else. Being your authentic self actually brings you into alignment with others. You are a note in a harmony that neither overpowers nor is overpowered by any other. Your beautiful interdependence allows you all to shine. Just keep an eye out for a sign that your subconscious which has been conditioned by your previous hurts and experiences, is working in a way not in accord with what your healthy self intends. For example, you may desire a relationship but expect to be betrayed, so you unconsciously sabotage it. They are so good at this. We just talked about self-sabotage, did we not? For example, you may desire a relationship, but you expect to be betrayed, so you unconsciously sabotage it. You say you want to lose weight, but continue to eat compulsively and avoid exercise. In these moments, you are not attuned with yourself, and this disharmony spills out into all other parts of your life. If this is happening, you might want to take a hard look at yourself and do a self-inventory. Forgive yourself, and then start singing a new song of self-love and acceptance. Radical self-love, radical self-acceptance, radical self-forgiveness, radical honesty, radical authenticity, radical. It's going to be a radical day, okay? And start singing a new song of self-love and acceptance. What's really great about this is how quickly you are now able to turn this around. Have no fear. It is so easy to get back in tune. All it takes is self-honesty and a willingness to heal. You can do it. You can. You're a ninja seal. You can do it. We all can do it. This is really such a fortunate time. Yes, yes. Wow. Talk about lockstep. This whole reading, beginning to end, has been in lockstep. And we got the Five of Gabriel again with her puzzle pieces, because we're not puzzle pieces stacked now, are we? We are puzzle pieces laid out for a perfect tapestry for such a time as this, for these end times, so we can start our new times and head on our way to New Earth. Yes, she says, a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. Yes, yes, thank you, Gabriel. 6 of Gabriel, really? I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, okay? Okay. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. We keep getting the same ones. That is so... Look at this deck. It's not my message, okay? 6 of Raphael. Hello, kiddos. Embrace your inner child. New friends or rekindled relationships. Children or childhood. Tree of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Whoop, whoop. Claim this message, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really mean it. I love you so much. I love me too. Okay? I don't know why I get to it. Okay, Tracy, there. I love you. See you maybe a little later. I don't know. I'm going to jump in the river. Maybe I'll go down. I've got some trees I can hug on property. Let me go do that. Do some earthing. Ground out. Maybe write out a letter to heaven and burn it. Okay, don't forget, grounding video gives you more details on what you can do and why it's important. Okay? Okay, thanks for coming. I love you. Have a blessed day, okay? Peace.